Okay guys, time for some nature. I'm gonna walk into a different world. Here we go. Thank you for clicking onto my YouTube channel. My name is Josh and I am a 4-year-long vegan. I've been vegetarian since I was 18 years old. I'm 34 now and I am now a health coach. I help people transition into a fully vegan lifestyle. I help them with fitness, I help them with diet, meal planning, and I have an online group community where we all share recipe ideas, what we're eating. We get together and we share inspiration. We talk about wins, we talk about struggles. It's a private Facebook group, so if you're interested in that, please message me for details. I'll leave some information in the description of this video. And there'll be an invite link if you want to do it. So in this channel, what I do on this channel is I talk about health and wellness and share recipes, vegan recipes. I share about my life as a vegan, my journey, my healing journey, healing from addiction and healing from long COVID, among other things. I've definitely had my trials, but I have faced my shadow and I have come out through that. And so now I'm here to heal and help other people. So enjoy the video. This is a video of me coming off of my 3-day water fast. So I talk about my experience with that. I share the insights and the inspiration and the spirituality that I gained from the 3-day water fast. And I also talk about some other things too. So appreciate you watching. Thank you. Ready? About to walk into a different world. Here's a neighborhood. Here's the woods. Definitely have to take time for myself to enjoy nature, get out in nature and enjoy the weather, get some fresh air, breathe in the fresh oxygen from the trees. It's been long overdue for me. I kind of got disconnected from myself and my body and nature. So now I'm reconnecting and just enjoying the day. Feels really nice to have this time. It reminds me of what real freedom is. I mean, it's just a whole nother world in here. Then we got a little bridge that has a trail. Okay, let's vlog. So I am taking a break today and I am diving right into the freedom spirit, and I'm in the woods. Well, I'm in a park and I'm just enjoying the view and the fresh air and the trees and the animals and the weather. I really need this, so I don't know why I don't do this more often. It is a bit of a bike ride for me from where I live, but it's totally worth it. So just a reminder to anybody who feels disconnected from themselves, their bodies, or this world, try to get back into nature. Get into nature, enjoy some fresh air, and have a beautiful, blessed day. I love these guys. They're so cute. These grasshoppers. So I just wish more people would, when it comes to animals and nature, is just enjoy it when you're walking past it and maybe stop for a picture or a video and admire it and then move along. Don't disturb it, don't interrupt it, just move along and don't throw your trash on the ground. I wish that more of us would live like that. Also, what I've learned about health, so I'm just coming off of my 3-day water fast. It wasn't quite 3 days, it was 52 to 54 hours that I did. I fasted water only. And Yeah, I feel great. I feel rejuvenated, renewed. I feel like my spirit is stronger. I feel like I let go of a lot of the fear that I needed to let go of that was building up inside of me and causing my body to be at dis-ease. So I'm glad I went through that, but I feel like when I ate, I just felt incredible. Like I felt so good, and I haven't felt that good in a long time. Or maybe I do, and I just lost perspective of that. So yeah, I'm out in the woods now going for a little hike with my bike, and it's beautiful out. It's like perfect day. It's a weekday, so everybody's at work, which is wonderful. Got the woods to myself. But what I've realized about health is it does matter what you put in your body. And even if you eat a lot of vegetables like I was, you can still get sick. You can still have things that you have to deal with. It doesn't make you immune to things. It does make you immune to a lot of things in a lot of different ways, but there's other factors at play, like stress and happiness and fulfillment and sleep and exercise. So there's a whole bunch of other things that you need for optimal health. But I'm still on my health journey, and I'm learning as I go. And I've learned so much through this water fast. And next time I will do either a 3-day or go into a 5-day, and just slowly, do it when every so often, and then increase the amount of time. So, but for now I'm gonna enjoy. And so I was thinking about like health and like things to eat, is that I wanted to stop at Publix, which is a grocery store chain, and they make subs, and they do have vegan options. And I was like, I want to get a sub. I just want to grab a sub and then eat it in the park by myself. I just want to sit on the grass and eat my sub. And then this another part of my mind came in and said, oh no, none of that's organic, and the bread has a ton of ingredients in it, and this, that, and the third, and you just came off a fast, and you're trying, and yes, that's true, but at the same time, I just got done driving myself crazy with trying to be perfect, with only eating 100% raw foods, 100% organic. And although I'm still vegan, I'm not completely raw. I will be highly raw, but not completely. And I just was driving myself crazy. And I'm not doing that anymore. This is why I just took off on my bike today, and I have the day off. And I was just like, I have to get out, and I have to breathe fresh air, and I have to just do my own thing. I have to get away from everything for a while, because I just was stressed out so much. I was just holding in so much stress. And I didn't really realize it until it started to make me sick. Like I said, I was at dis-ease with myself, and I feel much better now, but I have an opportunity to decide what I'm going to do today, what I'm going to eat today. And if I do have a sub, it's going to be completely vegetables. So raw vegetables. It'll be covered in vegetables. Yes, there'll probably be some kind of oil or dressing on it that's not the healthiest, but it'll be a lot of vegetables. And yes, it will be on bread. And then later on for dinner, I'll have a soup and a large salad. So, you know what? I used to eat those. I just had a dream. Or actually, when I went through the water fast, it was funny. Some of my foods that I was addicted to came up, and I had to work through them as I was fasting. And that's a pretty common thing I hear. But there was this place that I used to. Well, there were a bunch of places I used to go to that were like those Italian like restaurants where you can order. I'm gonna keep moving because the bugs are starting to bite me. Where you can order like pizzas, garlic knots, and chicken parmesan subs. Okay, so that stuff was literally my favorite type of food. Chicken parm with a ton of marinara and a ton of cheese on it, on bread. Like for me, that was the ultimate high when I would eat, because I was addicted to that food. And I used to eat that food as much as I could get my hands on it. And literally, there were certain places I can remember, both in my hometown in New York and not in Florida, because I wasn't eating meat by then, but it was in New York. And oh my gosh, I loved that so much. You know, it wasn't until much later that I went vegetarian, and then I didn't really miss that stuff anymore because I found alternatives and I felt better actually not eating the chicken parm. So it came to the point of, especially as I'm aging, it came to the point of, do I want to feel good in the moment while I'm eating something? Like, do I want to feel high or like my taste buds are on fire, like in a good way, like explosive taste? Do I want to experience that for 5, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes while I'm eating, and then for the next however long feel like crap? I mean, it's just not worth it when it comes down to it. And not to mention that every time I would order a chicken parmesan sub, a chicken had to die and lose its life. So it's not really fair of me to want that experience for 5-10 minutes while I'm eating a sub to take away an entire life of a chicken, which is maybe, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 20 years. It may seem insignificant to some of you, but not to me. And I wish that's the way that we all would live. So that's my little story. And look at this amazing view. When I was saying that about the Publix sub and being like, you know, I can eat one today, it's not a big deal. Or I'm gonna eat a Publix sub, I'm gonna enjoy it and have a good time. Doesn't mean that I'm saying have one every single day or start eating like that every single day. It just means once in a while, have something that's enjoyable. Like for me, it's a Publix sub with all veggies. Another good lesson I learned was during my fast was that I never was able to just come to a place like this, like a park, and just come and just enjoy the nature, you know, without having to do something, without having to do drugs or smoke a cigarette or be on my phone or have to be there with somebody, or, you know, not that I ever did this, but for other people to go fishing, it's like, why do you have to catch fish? Just go and enjoy nature for what it is. This planet is our home. We should enjoy it instead of destroying it like we always are in everything that we do. And I just realized that, like, how much joy I find in just walking through a nature preserve or a park or a forest or whatever, and with my bike and just taking in the sights and the air. It does something. It does something that meditation doesn't do for me on a different level. Just want to take a moment and say how big and powerful the cancer business is. And make no mistake about it, it is a business. Now, I know that Moffitt does a lot of good for a lot of people. I know they help a lot of people, but it doesn't mean that cancer's not a business. And the way that we've chosen as a society, the way that we've chosen to deal with health, and how we've decided to incentivize sickness, incentivize Band-Aids that don't treat actual root causes. And instead of healing through nature, healing through herbs, healing through our diet and lifestyle choices, we've chosen to go that way. And now we see, I think many of us see where that road leads. So now it's time to start changing our minds and making different choices about where we want our future to lead. That's all it takes.